unstable. Okay, it may also, for Malaysian market, it may also trigger a so-called a crisis feeling. Okay, 打仗啊. That means you feel that something is not right. But the whole thing, actually, there's a transition point in the 6 month of lunar calendar, which is mid-year. That after that, we do see that a very strong boost in the share market. Okay, the second half year. So which means I'm indirectly telling you you can enter the market before the mid-year. Okay, if you're for more to a mid-term investment, now speculative one, that one. Now speculative investment is really more to your personal luck. If you're looking into mid-term and long-term, okay, then you can actually use this as a guideline. Now I cannot pinpoint which counter, I cannot tell you which numbers. Okay, I don't know that one just now the 9122 got counter, the number. Okay. Now okay, from the Malaysia chart, there's one thing. It surprised me as well. Okay, it seems that the country's wealth. That means when we look at the country's wealth, Malaysia actually, all this while I've been doing prediction for the last 3-4 years, it doesn't seem good, but except 2014. It seems the wealth of Malaysia is very strong in 2014. Now, I'm talking about the government, talking about the country, not you, not you and me. Okay. Now, of course, I mean, everything goes up, price goes up, GST comes in. You know, I believe the government, I mean, the country itself is good. Okay, but people are suffering. This is what we're going to predict. Okay, it's a transition period. Now, put it this way: this is chicken and egg. Okay, if you want to be a developed country, you want to be a strong economic country, now you need to go through this transition point. So I mean, we forecast that people will suffer 2014, but the country is actually alright. Okay, I mean, when I look at the wealth perspective of the country, okay, it's a strong country, financial resources, and 2014 is a year that you can actually see the debt ratio is increasing for Malaysia. Okay. Then there will be a lot of new open policy and reformation, so it's all beneficial. That means you're going to get a lot of incentives. Okay, you're going to get a lot of, I don't know, maybe the incentive from the government will also increase, okay, in order to counter for the price hiking for a lot of things. Okay, though this will actually happen, if not mistaken, somewhere in the 3rd or 4th month of Lunar, which is around May, okay, around May or June time. Okay, there will be also a lot of new policies for corporate. Okay, for company. So we might see that there will be a lot of incentives for the corporate as well. Now, 2014 is basically a more significant economic transition year for Malaysia. Okay. One thing, Ringgit Malaysia rally. Okay, it will rise. Okay. From our prediction, it seems that the Ringgit will actually rise. Okay. So that will also happen on the second half year. Okay, not so soon. Okay, it'll be the second half year. Right. Now, there's one thing that we see, but I couldn't confirm what the event is this referring to. We see that there's one natural disaster, or probably a riot or something, or an accident. Okay, maybe landslides, maybe train or whatever, that will actually cost the country a bit shameful. Okay, so there will be one major event in year 2014. Okay, there will be somewhere in the 4th, 8th, and 11th month of Lunar. Now, for Western, you just have to add 1 month approximately. So 4th month means May, 8th month means September, 11th month means December. Okay, so that's what we see from the Malaysia chart. These are the few things that we look at it. Okay. Now the property outlook for 2014. Again, we don't see any crisis in the price, but we do see that the transaction will dramatically drop. That means there's not so much of transactions anymore on the property side. But the price will still maintain. It's a stagnant price. Not going any higher, but it doesn't really come down as well. Okay, probably not a really good news. I'm still looking to buy some property, but it doesn't come down. Okay. This is one thing you got to be careful. I think from what we predicted is there will be some new policy on property. I mean, recently has already announced, like the RPGT, and all these things. But there will be more coming up right after Chinese New Year. More coming up. So we call this as a policy crisis. That means that all this policy are basically to suppress the property prices. Okay, so probably you look at interest rate rise, you get harder for a loan, okay, things like that. There will be more policy that actually will slow down the real estate. Okay, this is one of the very significant things that we can see from Malaysia chart. So my personal advice, if you're going into real estate, you're going into property, don't expect like flipping again, like those few years back, you buy 2 years, 3 years later you double the price, so you'll be looking into at least a midterm for 5 years and above investment on real estate. that's more suitable to be considered. Okay. Now, industry outlook for year 2014 for Malaysia. Okay, the good ones, okay, will be heavy industry, international trading. Okay, involves import and export. Competitive industry is also good. Simply because now just to for those if you have a little bit of knowledge on this so now we do see that Taiyang in wealth Malaysia chart, Taiyang star has the Hua Lu, has a good one. So Taiyang refers to competitive industries, okay, or heavy industry, energy, electrical. So if you fall into Taiyang industry, the sun's industry, okay, so this is one of the most auspicious one for Malaysia. And there's also another star which is also good, that's called Jumen. Okay, Jumen is a star that refers to eloquence, that means education. Okay, or if you are like my industry, when I give talk and all these things, okay, the eloquence, that industry is also one of the good ones in Malaysia for year 2014. Okay. Now for share market outlook, again, this is just to summarize, you know, that the first half year is a little bit